Previously on Watashi Suzume.
Seems like you're helping me because you want to, not because I forced you. For that, I thank you, Shota. Let's get back on topic about how you're just eating this cotton candy in front of me.
And now, back to the story.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lilith Saga. I am a writer, Succubus, and PNGtuber. And today, we are going to be continuing our playthrough of Watashi Suzume. Last we left off, we were enjoying the school festival, and the theme was kind of a supernatural theme. That's where we also found out that the old lady from the temple, Miss Himari, is a medium. She could see Ayumi the whole time. Today, we are going to be exploring the dock where we believe the person who killed Ayumi works. Also, our connection with Ayumi is stronger than ever because we probably did the spell to properly tether ourselves together. And I don't know, maybe some fun supernatural powers will come from that we haven't discovered already. Maybe Ayumi and Shota will get into some more fun interactions, which I'm looking forward to. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and continue on. Another day, over and done with. Ayumi, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You ready to go? Yeah, all set. Shota! Yo, Keiko! The voice of Keiko rings in my ears as I spin around to meet it. I'm glad I caught up with you before you left. Keiko? Hey, how have you been? I'm well, thank you for asking. Listen, do you have any plans for this afternoon? Oh, well, she wants to hang out, but we have to go do the dock thing, or the port. I forget which is being referred to in the game, but sorry to say, but I do. Oh, really? Keiko starts playing with her feet bashfully. Aww. I mean, is it really that important? You know, I mean, do we investigate the murder of the ghost living inside of our head, or do we go on a nice little excursion with this cute, adorable girl who's busy as a bee usually, so now she has some free time, she wants to spend it with us? I mean, I know which one I would choose, but well, actually, no, I don't know, because I do want to solve the mystery. But Keiko, oh no. Her head quickly springs upward as a certain thought graces it. Maybe tomorrow then? I've got nothing planned for tomorrow. Great! I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together. Aww! Look at her going all blushy. That's adorable. I wonder, is this supposed to be like a romantic implied interest? With the way she's kind of like really approaching like Shota, like is it romantic, or is it just like with the whole thing with the hearts, with Keiko being drawn to like Shota because of Ayumi? I don't know. If that's alright. I always get a small break in my duties after the festival. What do you say? I'm making you say yes, don't even think about it. Kinda already expected that. I don't expect you to realize what a special moment this is, so I'll forgive your ignorance. That being said, even I haven't seen Keiko try to come out of her shell so much. For as long as I've known her, she's never dared to ask someone else to spend time with her. Guess this confirms my way of thinking from earlier. There is something about our hearts that are similar. Yeah, because they have kind of such similar personalities or ways of thinking or spirits, I guess, even in this case. But yeah. So again, it could be just like a natural like friendship familiarity. It could be romantic. Either way, I'm totally okay with going on dates. I mean, planned outings with Keiko. But me personally, I want to go on a date with Keiko. I want her to be my girlfriend. She's so adorable. Okay. Keiko seems drawn to you. Kind of makes me smile, seeing her trying to get out of her comfort zone. Saying no to her would devastate her, and may prevent her from trying ever again. Say yes, you don't get an option here. Alright, I get it. Sure, I'd love to hang out with you, Keiko.
Wait a moment.
You would? Great! I'll be waiting for you right here tomorrow.
I'll wait for you if I get here first.
Enjoy the rest of your day, Shota. See you tomorrow.
Keiko does a quick bow and then playfully skips away. Aww. See, she's just so adorable and like, oh, everything she does is adorable. I love her. Aww. And it's good. I like seeing her being like all happy. Keiko's smile really does something for me. Me too. I absolutely love seeing her happy. Goodness knows she deserves it. Right, that's for tomorrow. This is for today.
Let's do
Time
our
to-
best.
Yeah, let's do our best. Time to hit that shipyard. Let's go. With little more said between us, hitting the shipyard is what we do. On the way through the market, we pass by the ice cream stand. Keiko's aunt gives a friendly wave as the two of us continue on towards our goal. Even though she couldn't see it, Ayumi waves back in response. Aww. I'm sure she misses being able to interact with people and seeing them every day. A few minutes later, we arrive back at the port gate. Alright! Now's the time we finally get to the bottom of this thing. I don't know, I mean, the baseball cap and looking kind of dirty, that's all we have really for a description for someone working here. I don't know if that's gonna help much, but are you sure about this? You remember what happened last time, don't you? Yeah, how could I forget? Yeah, because, I mean, well, that was because of a bad tether. Maybe. It wasn't necessarily the Shinigami coming to get her. Maybe. But, I don't know. I think we will have a better go around this time, hopefully. Please, I don't want her to disappear again. Ayumi extends one of her arms and starts rubbing her wrist. Her face winces in pain as she reflects on what happened before. I think I know of a way to stop that from happening this time around. Oh, is this one of the new abilities? Really? Yeah, since we did the proper ritual, I've been feeling a lot stronger. Bet you didn't know this, but I was timing myself the whole time I was away from you. I counted in my head every second from the time I left to the time I started to vanish. If I remember the count correctly, it was just over 5 minutes. That's an interesting thing to count, though I mean, makes sense though, as a little precaution. I mean, especially since she knows she's doing a dangerous thing. Okay. You really did something like that? You can be pretty resourceful when it counts. But of course! Anyway, that was before we properly did the ritual. Things are different this time around. You sound confident. Ayumi nods assuredly. I'm pretty sure I won't have to fully untether from you this time around. Wait. Oh, so she could still kind of be tethered to us, but still wander around? That's a thing? I can't fully explain it, but I think I might be able to stretch our tether across longer distances. This means we can still stay together, and I can remain hidden, just not as well. For a short distance like this, it should be fine. What about for longer ones? On the off chance the distance is so great I have to untether again, I predict I could probably go 30 minutes or so without being spotted. That much of an improvement? Wow, that's a lot better than... This gives us like an extra 25 more minutes. Alright. This tether is unbreakable, I think. Are you sure? Uh-huh. I'm able to manage my energy a lot better than before. I'm not using near as much as I was. Meaning that I can not only hide myself better by not creating such a big spectral footprint, but properly longer too, since I'm not using up so much energy to just exist like I am. Couple both messes together, and I can probably make it from one side of town to the other, no problem. Oh wow, that is quite a long distance. So long as I keep myself in check, I'll be fine. Okay, you sit tight right here. No wandering around this time, got it? I'll go see about finding our mysterious worker. Let's hope he's easy to pick out in the crowd. I'm gonna say, again, bald cap, dirty. I'm sure that's a lot of people here, but see you later. Ayumi evaporates before my eyes through the gate, and a moment later, she's gone. Nothing for me to do. I sit down with my back against the gate's concrete walls. Hopefully, I'll be ready for her return this go around. Please, don't let nothing bad happen. Okay, back here again. But this time, I've got my lead. Come on, Ayumi, you can do this. You're so close. I can feel it. Alright, investigation time, let's go. You guys still talking over here? These two don't appear to be the guy I'm looking for. Need to keep my eye out for a worker in a baseball cap. Hopefully there's not too many that choose to wear a hat instead of their hard hats. Pretty sure that's against all kinds of regulations anyway. Yeah, OSHA will be coming for their ass if they do that. But, or wait, do they have OSHA in Japan or some? I wonder what it actually is. What kind of, I'm sure there's probably a different acronym for it if nothing else, but yeah. Okay, is someone over here, or I guess we could look through here again. Something draws me to the office window and I take a peek inside. No way! That's Shota's older brother in there! Oh, he's sitting behind that desk from last time. Oh, so he's the one with the desk. I thought that was like, well, he did say he does a lot of like paperwork stuff and whatnot as opposed to the actual heavy lifting. So I guess that makes a little bit of sense, but I guess he just was looking at his own file. Okay. Looks like he's pretty hard at work doing some paperwork. No sense in going in there since he can't see me. Not only that, but I need to use my time wisely. I don't have much of a purpose to go into the office this time around. Now, where is that worker hiding? On the aerial lifts? No, he's definitely hiding in one of these crates. Seems this place never runs out of shipping containers. I'd love to phase inside and take a peek of what's in some of them. Of course, my curiosity is prone to getting me into trouble. Well, I mean, if you can phase through, I mean, you don't seem to have any problems with that. I mean, although I guess technically a worker wouldn't be inside any of them, so I guess, yeah, it makes no sense to actually, unless one of them is open, but it doesn't look to be the case. What am I doing wasting my time looking at these? I have a dock worker to find. Man in baseball cap. Bingo! Oh, did we find him? This looks like my guy. Looks like he's on the move towards the other side of the port. I should follow him and see where he goes. Where are you off to, I wonder? I trail the guy across the entire port to an older section devoted to a singular line of warehouses. This whole part of the port looks outdated compared to the rest. A few of the buildings also look pretty run down, with only 2 of them looking fairly new. The worker with the baseball cap retreats inside one of the oldest looking warehouses in the line. I soon follow close behind. So this is where he was headed. Yeah, this is the exact same room from before. Yeah, but this is like the first scene that we were interacting with. Oh, shoot. What is there to do in here? Oh, I don't know, maybe murder? This place looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Wait, why does it look so familiar? Wonder why. Have I been here before? Yep. Wait, I remember now. The dream. I'm almost certain I had a dream about this place before a spring vacation. This has to be the place. It looks exactly like what I remember. But that raises a pretty big question. If I've never seen this place before, how did I dream it up? Something's not right here, but I can't put my finger on it. Girl, you dead. You probably died here, and it was a premonition warning you that, which, I mean, I feel like dreams have some kind of like premonition thing, because like sometimes I think like I'll be having like a dream or something, and some random, like, I don't know, I'll be looking at a paper and like, oh, there's his name on this paper, and then like maybe like days later or something, I'll be doing that task, and then it's that same camera angle with that same name on the paper. So, I don't know. I wonder if our dreams can actually predict our lives. Like, maybe our lives are all set in stone with some kind of timeline. But, I don't know. Let's not get too philosophical here. We have a mystery to solve. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to poke around a little. An uneasy feeling soon erupts from my chest as I float higher to get a better view. It's time to start my investigation. Alright. Is it always going to be like the same things from last time? I wonder. These are some old-looking barrels. Sure looks like they've been in here a long time. What's being stored in them? Maybe it's better I don't know. There's a smell coming from them that can't be fresh. Better not be another freaking body. That is one hell of a door. I can't even imagine having to lift that thing open. But wait, isn't it like by a switch or something? Total deja vu. Why do I feel like I've already had that reaction before? Alright, what about these pallets? That's what they're called. Looks like a bunch of discarded pallets are piled up in the corner. They must not have had anywhere else to store them. Why not take advantage of this rundown shabby place? Out of sight, out of mind, as the saying goes. Okay, what about here? There's crates of varying sizes tucked away against the wall here. The large ones are even bigger than I am. What would be stored in crates like these? Dead bodies! Or probably just a bunch of, like, shipments of various contained items. I don't know. Tools and parts for the shipyard, maybe? They're unmarked, so anything could be in them. Though I guess nothing fragile if it doesn't have a, like, please keep this side up, there's fragile stuff inside. Then again, they could just be empty. I mean, you could try knocking one over, probably. If it's empty, then it'll probably be pretty obvious. Okay. The windows are all boarded up. It looks like this place has been out of commission for a while. Why would anyone come in here? Seems like they don't have any use for it at all. It's been abandoned and closed off. They must have shut this one down when they built the newer ones beside it. That explains why it's not in use, but not why someone would come in here. Need to keep looking for clues. Alright, here's the one that gave us a headache earlier. So, well, not earlier. First seen episode of this entire series in gameplay. Alright, are we going to find out what's under the tarp? There's something about this table. Something's pulling me towards it. Could it be my curiosity on what this cloth might be covering? No, it's something else. As if drawn towards the table, I start moving closer towards it. Oh god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah. What the hell? Am I vanishing already? Oh no, Ayumi. Oh no. Come on, don't do this. No, my arm is still there. My head is pounding. Ah! Feels like my head is on fire. What the hell is going on? The table. It has something to do with the table. I need to step away from it. No, not again. I need to know what's under it. I'm dying to know. Even if it's our dead corpse, I need to know. The longer I stay close to it, the worse my headache gets. We'll get you some aspirin or something. Or Tylenol. Wait, ghosts can't take pills. Okay, I don't know how to treat ghost headaches. I need to talk to a ghost for that. We'll figure something out. Going against my feelings to get even closer, I pull myself away. My headache slowly begins to fade the further away from it I get. That's better. head is still throbbing, but it's much easier to manage. What was that? Huh? Oh, a voice. Woo, I was worried there first. I don't know what voice to give. Whew, I was worried there for a second. I didn't think they'd ever give me a break. That must be the guy I tailed in here. Looks like he's coming from a back room in the garage. Ah! Oh God. We have a sprite. We have a image of the character. Oh God. Sure enough, the strange worker with the baseball cap makes his way into the room. He continues muttering to himself as he paces around with little direction in mind. Things have been moving super fast lately, coupled with everything that's been happening, and I could be in a world of trouble. He stops talking and looks up towards the rafters of the warehouse. This was not how things were supposed to go. I've worked at this place for almost a whole year now. Maybe all the hard labor is finally getting to me. Ugh. Sure hope all of this turns out to be worth it in the long run. So he doesn't seem like he's happy with this kind of warehouse job. But he's doing it for a reason? Is he like he's holding out on something? Okay, interesting. Is he working for somebody? Or is he just like waiting out the police or something? There's the guy who had my coin, up close and personal. Why would he want to come in here? Is he hiding out from his duties? It was either work my whole life away, or try for something better. Stupid me, I chose the latter. Guess all this is what it's given me, huh? Wait. Hold on. No, history. It was either work my whole life away or try for something better. So, he chose the latter, so he's trying for something better. Like murder? I don't think... I don't think murder is the way to go to elevate your life. Dude, I'm just saying. But, I don't know. I mean, I'll hear you out, but I really failed to see how that's gonna, like, give you a better life. When they can land you in prison. Keep holding out hope it'll all be worth it in the end. I guess what I really need is my ticket out of here. The stranger walks over to one of the crates and pulls himself on top of it. He digs into his pocket and pulls out a wrinkled raffle ticket. Oh, I get it now. It all has to do with that, like, stupid raffle or whatever. Well, it's not stupid, but, like, I mean, we haven't really heard much about it, but it was some promotion to get people to more interested in Session Tekina, so they had tickets around with, like, I think there was some kind of prize constellation. I think it was, like, a lot of, like, money. So he's probably, his motive is that, like, he just wants to win. So maybe he's stealing the tickets from people who he thinks might have a winning ticket and killing them for it, maybe? I mean, I think that would make sense for a motive. Wait, why does that ticket look so familiar to me? 10 million yen. That's right, it was 10 million yen. That is a lot of money. Imagine what kind of life I could carve out for myself with that kind of money. They say raffles and lotteries are nothing but scams. But someone has to win them, right? Why not try to make that someone you? 10 million yen. He's got to be talking about the grand prize of that raffle being held in town. Now that I think about it, with a price point like that, you could be asking for trouble carrying one of those around. Yeah. Did Ayumi find one? And did he kill her over it? That's all I could really think of. Hang on, I saw one of those the last time I was here. Could it be that the victim was attacked because she had one of those? This is all getting very interesting. The stranger flips the ticket over and continues his monologue. Damn, we got him monologuing. Lucky for me that this small town is the only place that has these things. That makes my chances for winning that much higher. Population here is what, 1,000 on a good day? Should be easy enough to gather all of them up. They'd have to declare me the winner by default. Wait, so he's planning on collecting all the tickets? If he's after those, then he has to be the one who attacked that other lady near here. Okay, counter proposal. Why not just, like, wait for the person who actually wins, gets the 10 million yen, and then kill them? This is all just a bunch of random, useless murders that don't even need to happen. Like, you really didn't, I don't think you really thought this out. Like, with all these murders happening, it's just gonna make it easier for the police to try and figure out, like, what's going on here, if they're all connected. But only having one body, I mean, that kind of narrows it down. I mean, it makes the motive more obvious. Well, I guess it's kind of obvious if you gather all of these other different cases together. But still, I think you really could have benefited just from killing one person as opposed to, like, many people in a town. Just saying. Yeah, if he's after those, then he has to be the one who attacked the other lady near here. It's the only thing that lines up. It explains everything. Chance for the life I always wanted, but never had. That was way too big of an opportunity to pass up. Come to think of it, I overdid it lately. But there's no going back now, I suppose. The stranger places the wrinkled ticket back into his pocket and leaps from the crate. I've done a few things I'm not proud of, but the ends justify the means. Luckily, no one ever comes into this dump anymore. I think I'll be safe for the time being. Not like I want anything in here to be discovered. I don't need them coming in here until I've won and I'm long gone. Oh, he's definitely hiding all the bodies in here. He's definitely doing that. Man, I gotta say though, I hate how all of this has turned out. But I doubt you're in a forgiving mood right now. Wait. Who's he talking to? Is he talking to, like, God? Or some shit? Or is he on a receiver talking to somebody? So, I guess this is goodbye again. Until I come back to check up on you again. Oh, he's talking to the bodies. What a sick fuck. Okay. Well, I guess for a lonely guy who's trying to get his dreams, I mean, I don't think he has many friends, so I guess, I mean, if he needs to talk to somebody, I guess that makes sense, but nah, this ain't it, bro. Get a better life by doing other stuff instead of talking to bodies that you stuffed in crates in the warehouse. So long, for now. Stranger then departs through the same door he entered from, leaving me alone once again inside the dingy warehouse. What on earth did he mean by that? That's made me even more curious about that table. If I go near that thing, my head starts to feel like it's going to explode. Maybe I should come back here with Shota and have him investigate for me. But wait, aren't civilians not allowed in this area, or... Oh wait, this is still part of the port? I forget. I know there's like warehouses that nobody uses, so I guess... Well, if it's an abandoned warehouse, I guess that's free real estate. So I guess breaking in and entering probably doesn't matter since nobody's really using it. Yeah, it's not like we're gonna damage the whole joint, so no harm, no foul. I'd have to somehow guide him in here without being spotted. Oh, okay, it is part of the port still. Okay. So it's still in the vicinity where, okay. Got it. That in itself could be a huge challenge. No sense in staying in here any longer. I should start making my way back to Shota. What is she doing in there? Hope she hasn't gotten herself into any trouble again. Hey, Yumi. We've grown a little closer since the last time we were here. I feel a lot more worried about her this time around. I'd hate to see her end up disappearing after all it took to get here. Maybe she's found something we can use. Listen to me. I'm starting to talk like we're actually partners. Ah! I guess that means you're back. Did you find out anything?
Maybe. Something weird happened to me while I was in there.
Weird? Like what?
I followed the guy Miss Himari described to us, and he went to some old warehouse. There was this table covered by a cloth. Something was under it, but I couldn't make out what it was. Whenever I got too close to it, my head started to hurt. It took me by total surprise. Like, the pain was worse than your regular headache. I think it's worth looking into.
Maybe. Are you sure it was the table causing your headache?
Well, she said it was different from a normal headache, so
no amount of aspirin or Tylenol or ibuprofen or Triptan or anything could really cure it, probably. I think that clearly states I've had headaches before. But
I know how strange it sounds, but yeah, it had to be. We have to see what's under that covering. I figured I could get close to it, but I figured I couldn't get close to it, but maybe you could.
That's an interesting proposition. I lean against a concrete wall and cross my arms. I take my right one and use my thumb to point at the gate over my shoulder. But how am I supposed to get over this thing? On top of that, how am I going to make it through the shipyard to this warehouse?
Amy lets out a defeated sigh.
Seems even she doesn't have an answer for this one.
The weekend isn't too far away. How about we come back then? There should be fewer workers around at least. I like there's a bird's eye view so you can sneak past them.
I don't know. Sounds pretty dangerous to me.
What's the worst they can do to you? Kick you out?
You'll be fine.
I'll be watching over you, acting as your eyes. Look, the weekend isn't here yet. We can head back to your place and think on it till then.
Alright, seems like my arm's gonna get twisted one way or the other. Push off the wall and stretch. Come on, let's head back.
Yeah, there's nothing left to do here at the moment.
Okay. So now we're back here in Shota's room. You get a good look at the guy who had your coin?
It was pretty dark in there. I didn't get his face, but I should be able to pick him out by the hat.
What's your first impression?
He talked to himself a bit while he was in there. Yeah, he sounds super desperate. Not only that, but he seems to be putting all his faith in winning the town raffle. Odd, but something tells me I should know more about this raffle than what I do. Like, someone told me all about it, but I can't remember who. Ugh, these gaps in my memory are super annoying. You should get some rest. It's getting a bit late. We can mull these things over tomorrow. A full night's sleep is just as important for now.
You're probably right. No use worrying about it all night.
My thoughts exactly. Sleep tight, Shota. I like it when she says that. Sleep tight, Shota.
Like, it's just, I don't know. Maybe a cute little domestic moment, kind of. I don't know. It's just very sweet, and I like it.
The next morning, on the way to school, Ayumi told me about everything else that happened in the shipyard. She told me about how she suspected the guy she tailed was the one who attacked the lady when I first arrived here. I agreed with her hunch. He clearly has something to do with what happened to her as well. But what exactly that is, we don't have enough evidence to say. Maybe next trip to the shipyard, we'll find out enough to know for sure. Despite my best efforts to keep it from escaping, an exhausted yawn breaks through my lips. Annoyed by having lost the battle, I start rubbing the dust from my eyes. You can't still be sleepy, can you?
Maybe a little. Never mind that. What about what you were saying earlier? Do you think this guy is responsible for both what happened to you and that lady?
It makes sense, doesn't it? Though I don't have any proof yet that he did attack me. I am sure he's the one behind the first one, which makes it reasonable to suspect he'd be behind my disappearance as well.
Not arguing with you there, but last I checked, the other victim is still alive.
Yeah. So is he talking to Ayumi's corpse only? Is she the only victim? Well, I guess we haven't heard of any other, like... Well, I mean, technically we haven't even heard of Ayumi's death, so... Who knows how many are hiding in there? Amy suddenly materializes to better emphasize her point. Alive, sure, but barely. Last I heard, she was in a coma. If the reason I'm a ghost is because the same person also attacked me, why did he only leave one of us alive? That's the part I don't get, and what makes me a little unsure. Unsure about the second part, that is. When we head back to the shipyard, we could figure more of it out. Or we should figure more of it out.
So, all we do for now is wait?
Seems like it. You have a date with Keiko this afternoon, remember?
Oh, right. I nervously begin scratching the area above my left ear.
Aww, we found his nervous tick.
I wouldn't call it a date.
I was only joking.
I'm not. This is a date, and I am definitely going on it with Keiko. No excuses.
If you say so.
Oh yes, Mr. Konbini. It's been a while. Okay, class. I want you all to settle down. We have some significant announcements to go over.
Looks like Mr. Konbini finally made it in. I'll leave you to tackle the school day on your own. Meanwhile, I'm going to skip class. See you later, Shota.
Good. Thank you for calming down so I don't have to speak over you. Oh. As you're all aware, Suzume has not been with us for several days now. Did they find her body? Oh no. At first, we all just assumed that she was dreadfully ill. However, we were recently contacted by a relative of hers.
Relative of hers. She said she wasn't really close with any of her relatives, though.
Turns out, Suzume has been transferred to another school overseas.
What? That can't be right. No. No, did someone break into her house and find that letter from her parents about talking about, like, hey, you should come over to us overseas? No. What is going on here? This makes zero sense. What? That's not right.
That's not...
Yeah, that's not right at all. Amy materializes once more, probably not even realizing she's done so. I stayed here in Japan when my parents left. I had a very specific reason to stay behind. I wouldn't decide out of the blue to join them. Who told them this? Whispers began picking up all around me. Figured there was something more to it than her being sick. Suzume's gone? Can't say I even noticed.
She's the one that sits in the back and yells at us if we annoy her.
Doesn't look like she's going to be doing any of that anymore.
All of you, quiet down, please.
Yeah, shut up, Aegis. I can still yell at you while I'm a ghost. You just can't hear it, but I can still have the joy of telling you to shut up. I'm trying to listen.
According to what we were told, her parents sent her to live with a relative for the remainder of the year.
No, she was all alone.
The reason for not telling us sooner was because she was indeed sick at the beginning. When she recovered, they made plans to move her abroad.
I'm sorry, did she even look sick to anybody? Because, like, she was here fine. Like, I'm sure this sounds fishy to at least a couple of other people. Maybe. Hopefully. I mean, she is an outcast, so I guess not many people interacted closely with her other than Keiko, so I don't know. But it doesn't seem right. This seems very clearly suspicious.
So, all of you that had questions about what happened to her can finally put those questions at ease.
Oh, no. That leaves more questions for us.
Who the fuck is this relative? Was it the dock worker trying to, like, cover up our disappearance? Or... I don't know. Did Grandpa get a hold of the phone and tell the school something? If we have a grandpa? I don't know. Mr. Konbini tugs at his shirt collar. I hope you all don't assume you can run wild because Suzume is no longer here.
Again, what kind of sway did she have over the classroom? Like, did she just yell at people? At everyone? I don't know. This is all so sus.
I still expect you all to do the best you can with your studies. Now, let's move on to the second announcement.
What the hell is going on? None of this is right. Doesn't make any sense. No relative of mine could have made that call. I've always been here. Something happened to me here. I woke up at the docks like this. What the hell is this? Oh, Amy. No, wait, this is not the time to be asking this. I forgot. Of course, you don't even have to ask. We're doing fine. You've been nothing but a peach, Shota. Happy to have you as my partner. Now then, back to panicking. What the hell is this? Ayumi, calm down. Relax. Annoyed, Ayumi relents and exhales an aggravated sigh. The only explanation I can come up with is that someone is covering up what really happened. They found out who I was and called the school so that they wouldn't worry about me anymore. Okay. It must have been that dock worker. Maybe he got, like, her, like, student identification or something. And then, how did he get in? Well, I guess Ayumi would have had some keys on her, so maybe he's been hiding out there? Although, when we went to go check it out, he could have easily been there, lounging around while we were trying to figure out what happened to Ayumi. I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem like a wise action, but... can't think of anyone else who would have been able to do that. Do you have any idea of who that might be? Someone directly involved in what happened to me. Her expression turned serious. Probably the person who did it. No doubt covering their tracks. Yeah, no doubt in my mind now. I had to have been attacked, same as that woman before me. Seems this all connects back to the guy at the port. Whatever's on that table is the key to connecting it all. With the school no longer worried about it, they won't look into my absence anymore, leaving whoever did it plenty of time to do whatever it is he's planning. Okay, but I still have a question. How'd they figure out your name to start with? That's an easy one, actually. Because of my jacket. Okay, well, I mean, it only says Ayumi. Well, I guess Ayumi could be the first, like... I don't know, I guess the sparrow could technically be like, oh, it's Ayumi Suzume, since, but yeah, it was, like, revealed to me, that Suzume actually means sparrow. So all the sparrow imagery and whatnot directly relates to Ayumi because of her last name being Sparrow. So basically, I guess her jacket could read as Ayumi Suzume. Although, I don't know. In logo design, you kind of don't want to, like, replace words with, like, pictures, but... because it could cause some confusion. This isn't about logo design, this is about murder. Let's continue. My name is written across the back of it. Oh, it's on the back too? Oh. Last name across the back, first name stenciled in the right of my chest. Okay, yeah, I guess that is also how, like, Letterman jackets, kind of work. Okay. Or I guess the varsity jacket? Wouldn't be too hard to track down the only ginger-haired girl in this whole town either. Aw, there's no other gingers? Dang. Okay, now I get it. Well, that's probably by the rest of your uniform that they were able to trace you to the school. From what I've seen, no other school around shares the same colors as this one. Colors and the patterns.
Damn it.
This is really making me mad. We need to head to the shipyard now, more than ever. Whatever is on that table is the key to solving what happened to me. And if that guy is the one responsible, I'll make him pay. Oh, shh. We just seen the dark side of Ayumi. Oh, God. I mean, can't say I'm not attracted to it, but this could get her in some really bad mojo if she decides to go through with it like this. Like with Miss Himari's warning. Come on, Amy, don't go. You're better than this. Snap out of it. Heads up, Shota. Oh, okay, right. We have a date to go to. Although, I don't know. This is a nice, pretty stopping point with all the intenseness. I want to go on our date with Keiko, but I know I spent so much time analyzing. Alright, you know what? I've made an executive decision. I'm going to keep going. Because I think maybe we need something happy to end on, so maybe just a nice small little date. And maybe we can get Keiko's thoughts on this so-called disappearance. So, okay, let's continue on for just a little bit longer. Heads up, Shota! Huh? 2 seconds later, a shadow appears next to my locker. I take a glimpse at it before turning around as it seemed to be of a figure I recognized. Sure enough, turning around solidified my hunch.
You haven't forgotten about me, I hope.
Hey, Keiko, I was just finishing putting my books away. Any particular place in mind you want to go? Nervously, she lowers her head and begins playing with her fingers.
No. I didn't think I'd make it this far.
Aww. That's also me. Like, sometimes I just do things and I'm like a dog chasing a car. I don't know what to do with it. I didn't think I'd get that far.
How about you choose where we go? Anywhere is fine with me, if I'm honest.
You want me to choose? Okay, well... Seems like you have an important decision to make. We're gonna put this dialogue up in front, just so you can get more pressure on what your decision's gonna be. So, what are you gonna do, Shota? Walk through the park or visit the market? Honestly, it's been a long time since, we've, like, visited the park. Because we've only actually visited in person with Ayumi and Keiko. I mean, the dream with Ayumi and Shota, I guess, technically counts, but not really. So yeah, let's go to the park. Let's go to the park. Let's go bark. I don't know what I'm saying. Ignore me. How about we go to the park? I wanted to visit there since I got here.
That sounds great. That sounds great. The park is one of my favorite spots in town.
Seems like I made a pretty good choice then.
I agree.
Turn around briefly, close my locker, and pick up my bag. Alright, let's get going. We gotta go on a date, let's go! The local park was much bigger than I expected. As Keiko and I walked, I caught myself wondering if it would ever end. We walked down several pathways, the birds overhead following us. I got a glimpse of this place before in my dreams. But even then, I never understood the scale of how massive it actually was. And so pretty. It was probably like one of the, nice, most scenic areas. Keiko suddenly stops beside a wooden swing and turns to me to initiate conversation.
It's just as relaxing as I remember. I've been so busy with my duties since school started that I haven't had the time to stop by. Last time I was here was with Yumi over spring vacation. Oh, Yumi. Where did you go?
Keiko's cheerful disposition fades to one of sadness in mere seconds. I don't want to make her sad. Curious, I issued her a question. Keiko, what do you think about that announcement this morning?
The announcement? It's a lie. Yes!
This is why she is best girl. Keiko is best girl. She knows what's up. She knows that there's something going on. Oh yes, we can always count on Keiko. She replies with confidence in her voice.
I know in my heart Yumi wouldn't leave me without saying goodbye. They have to be lying. She would never leave me alone like that. I hope... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't feel so down since you agreed to come with me. How are you enjoying the park?
No, you're allowed to be sad. You're in your end angry about this very obvious blatant lie. No, don't change the subject. We can talk about this. Keiko attempts to change the conversation to one with a lighter tone. I allow her. No! Well, I guess we also do want to make her happy, so I guess that's probably... Yeah. Okay, fine. This is acceptable because we love a happy Keiko. It's gorgeous here. The breeze and scents together are a nice touch.
You should come there in the spring. You can't go anywhere without hearing the sounds of the birds around you. Yumi would always get annoyed about it.
Ugh, it wasn't about the birds themselves. It was about the fact that she made the same joke every time. Now I kind of miss it. Aww.
You really miss her, don't you, Keiko?
Very. She was the only person I ever considered a true friend. We've always been together. We've always told each other everything.
Keiko looks up at me with a glimmer in her eye.
That's why I believe there's more to her story than the announcement. If she left, there's no way she wouldn't have told me. I don't know what happened to her, but I know in my heart she didn't leave. Shota, please, will you continue to help me find her? Oh.
I will. I'd be glad to.
2 heads are better than 1, as they say.
Why not 3?
Let's do our best.
I'm sure together we can find out the truth.
Hey, Keiko? I hope you don't mind me asking, but I am a little curious. What's your story with Ayumi? Oh. Notice you two are really close, despite her not really having any other friends. I was just wondering why that is. Yeah, I guess we haven't really gotten a true backstory on it. Like, I mean, Ayumi's kind of said, like, oh, like, Keiko wanted to be friends with her because, like, she felt bad for her or whatnot, but I don't know. I think it's more to it than that.
A lot of it has to do with just how different she is from everyone else. As you might have heard from Mr. Konbini, Ayumi isn't originally from here. She moved here with her parents when she was little. On top of that, she also looks very different from everyone too. Her red hair and emerald eyes stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, that does kind of stick out, but
she's also very brash, stubborn, and hard-headed. Put them all together, and you have someone who's very difficult for others to understand.
she's American! No, I'm kidding. Obviously she's Japanese, but honestly, I think Ayumi would actually do pretty well in America. Like, she's confident, she knows what she wants, she's not afraid to lash out at others if she needs to, and she has a bright, strong, confident personality. I'm not saying everyone in America is like that. I myself am American, and I am the shyest little thing in the world who will hide behind a rock for all eternity. But yeah, I think, I don't know, it's her personality seems more like on the American side than on the Japanese side, with Japanese culture being more about politeness and group etiquette and, you know, a whole different kind of mindset that's more oriented on peace and harmony of the group rather than the individualism of American culture. I don't know why I'm getting so philosophical this episode. I don't know. I've had a lot to think about, I guess, with everything that's going on. But yeah.
People tend to act out in spite to others who are different than they are. Poor Yumi has those differences in spades.
I see. So how did you two become friends? Was it simple as you were able to overlook those things?
We were each other's first friend. Growing up, we stayed close, and I began to see a side of her that nobody else was able to. Yumi might be different in a lot of ways, but in many ways she's just the same as everyone else. It's sad so many people won't grow to know her like I do.
Yeah. Ayumi is her own special person. Like, I've said it a couple of times before, but she really is. I think she's, I mean, obviously being like one of the like titular characters or whatnot, she's definitely got to be one of the most developed as well, but there's just so much to Ayumi that, like, if you even scratching the surface, there's so much to uncover, it seems like.
It's also sad that even Yumi finds herself believing all the things that they say. Because of that, she doesn't even bother to make new friends. She always expects the worst. I can only imagine how much that's damaged how she sees herself. My poor best friend. I wish I could do more for you. Oh, listen to me, I'm making myself sad again. How about for now we enjoy the sunshine and nice weather? It's too beautiful of a day today to be sad.
Both of us continue walking once more. You know, the weather hasn't been anything but sunshine since I got here. It's very refreshing.
I can imagine.
I thought he was gonna say that, like, you know, I've got a little ghost in my head that might be Ayumi. But again, she'd probably still have a hard time believing it.
Considering where you're from, you probably didn't spend a lot of time outside.
Spent plenty of time outside, but nothing like this. Back in the city, I was surrounded by concrete instead of flowers and trees.
That sounds rather sad.
It's not bad, just different. Time moves fast, and you hardly have time to do anything like this.
Here, it's a much slower pace. At least that's what I've been told. I've lived here my whole life, so I wouldn't know otherwise. Oh, let's sit down and rest a bit.
Sure, that sounds fine with me. Keiko sits down and pulls out a small leather-bound journal from her bag. She hums to herself, opens it up in her lap, and begins sketching. Keiko, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing?
Oh, you mean this?
Keiko slides her journal over her knee to give me a better view.
It's a little journal that I keep with me. I like to record things and sketch from time to time. It was such a lovely day out that I thought I'd capture the moment.
Keiko slides the journal back to its original position.
I got to think about how one day all this will be gone. We need someone to keep a record of how beautiful it all once looked. If I ever have children, I think these books will be something neat to pass on to them. Don't you think so?
Sounds like a neat idea, I guess.
I think so too. I'll try to finish up quickly so you won't get bored of me.
Aww.
There, all finished.
Keiko folds her book and places it back within her bag.
Sorry if you're bored waiting on me to finish. Nah.
I wonder if, like... Because sometimes, like, when I like, doodle or something and, like, someone's watching me, I get, like pressured. Like, I just feel very self-conscious and whatnot. Wonder how much of that Keiko has. Like, what if we were, like, watching her the whole time as she was sketching? Like, would that bother her? Or was she just kind of, like... I don't know, she's just so used to it from a Yumi or something that, like, it doesn't even bother her. Well, I wonder. Not at all. I enjoyed watching you work. Oh, okay. He was watching the whole time. We predicted it. Okay, we didn't actually predict it, but it, I mean... Seems so passionate. Yeah, it's just something that's nice.
I am. I take a great deal of pride in my journals. They feel like an extension of myself, after all. Thank you for waiting all the same. My house isn't too far from here. Would you mind walking me home?
Aww. Not a problem. I'd be happy to.
Thank you very much.
Aww. She's happy. What's so funny all of a sudden?
Seeing the top of a Yumi's house made me think of something silly that happened years ago.
What was it?
See that bit of sidewalk there just after the corner?
Okay.
Well, on my way to visit Yumi one morning, I met her coming out of her house. She was so excited to see me. I suppose it was because she woke herself up before I got there. I guess she was so proud of herself for beating me for once. She took off running as fast as she could. I assumed she was going to tackle me with a big hug when she got to me. That, however, didn't happen.
Did she trip and fall?
Instead, she rounded the corner and ran face first into an older gentleman. Oh no! He had recently purchased a cake for his wife, and poor Yumi face planted right into it.
Oh no! Well, at least she got cake out of it.
She hit the cake box, and both of them collapsed to the ground. Thank goodness that the man she ran into was very kind about the whole thing. When things had calmed down, there was my best friend lying on that section of the sidewalk, with her face deep inside of a destroyed anniversary cake.
Aww.
I picked on her about it throughout the rest of that year. Oh, this seems to be my stop. I had a good time with you today, Shota. Thank you for seeing me home. Goodbye for now.
A cake, huh? Just shut up! I can't believe she told that stupid story. Oh, that's a nice moment. Ooh, all that walking wore me out. I can only imagine. Got up lightly if you can believe it. Keiko usually wants to walk through the park twice before we leave. She really has a soft spot for nature. She also tends to get lost in her own imagination, which you've probably noticed for yourself. You did a good job today, taking her out, I mean. I won't forget it.
As a token of my gratitude, I'll allow you to sleep in for a bit. Yay! Not too long though. We still have an investigation to continue. Okay, but like, we need to sleep. We were yawning earlier. I mean, I think we deserve it. You're all hard, Ayumi. I'm glad you think so. Thought I heard you come in. You were out a little longer than usual. It's been a while since we've talked to Urita. Guess he's been busy. What? Well, also we've been busy. There's been a lot going on. I was hanging out with a friend from school. Did I worry you any? Not at all. Good for you on making a new friend. Never got around to asking you, but how did you enjoy the festival? I had a pretty fun time. Definitely lived up to the hype.
Right on.
Happy to hear, but that's only one of many to come. I think my favorite has to be the Firefly Festival. Ooh, I bet there's fireworks. Or maybe it's like summer with like, I don't know, just watching all the fireflies roam about. Happens a little later in the year. Maybe we can go and watch them together. Okay. You can even invite this new friend of yours. Sounds great, and when the time comes, I'll ask her. Urita's expression changes to a smug grin. Oh? She's a girl, isn't she? I knew he was gonna do that. Don't give me that face, Shota. I was only kidding. Be sure to lock the door behind you before going to bed. Sweet dreams, little bro. Oh yeah, the Firefly Festival. That's probably our most famous one. I love your brother's idea of inviting Keiko to watch them with you. Of course, that particular festival is a ways off. For now, off to bed with you. We still need to check that warehouse before we do anything else. I know, I haven't forgotten. All the walking I did with Keiko made falling asleep a breeze. I fell asleep before I even realized I'd hit my pillow. Before I knew it, the sun was shining down once more. Alright. Rise and shine, Shota! Wipe the dust from your eyes and let's get to it. I yawned in a slightly annoyed manner. What happened to let me sleep in, huh? I did let you sleep in. 10 minutes exactly. Now time to get up. Oh, come on. 10 minutes is not nearly enough. Alright, I'm going. I roll myself out of bed like a log down a hill. I come pretty close to tripping over my own feet as I make my way to my closet. Carefully begin changing as I talk to Ayumi while doing so. She takes a few steps away as to not see anything she doesn't want to during the conversation. Yeah, I always wondered, how, I mean, obviously he probably showers and he probably, gets dressed and all that. I mean, I don't know how much privacy you can have when there's a ghost inside of your head, so I guess her looking away is probably the best that could happen. That's probably the easiest way to deal with it, so I guess that makes sense. I'm kind of curious about what all she does see now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, see, I was just having that thought myself. But those are questions for later. Yeah, not important right now. Let's stay focused. What is it you're expecting to find there anyway? I don't know, to be honest. But whatever it is on the table had a major effect on my senses. Whatever it is, it has to do with why I'm in the state I'm in. Okay, but what if it's something you don't want to uncover? I suppose there's no way of knowing until after it's uncovered. I'm close to something, Shota. I can feel it. Please, I need you to trust me on this. Alright, I trust you. I'm only worried is all. I finished poking my head through a clean t-shirt. Okay, let's go. Shipyard it is, then. To be honest, I hope this is the last time we have to go there. Me too. But we won't know for certain until we know what's under that cloth. Whatever it is, I hope it's worth all the trouble. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it here. Because we ended on a good note with our adorable date with Keiko. But, yeah, I think... well, the mystery will continue next time. As we decide to uncover the table and see what lays beneath. I really hope it's not Suzume herself. I guess if we can figure out what happened here, hopefully we won't get into too much trouble by doing this.
But we'll just have to see what trouble awaits us next time. So, if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment your thoughts on where you think this is headed. I mean, I think there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. And I'm really curious to see where it goes from here. So, with all that being said, I hope to see you in the next one. Hopefully we can uncover more of the mystery together and plot our revenge, because it seems like that's going to be happening too. So please take good care of yourselves, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye bye!